a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
Yeah,
Did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, we sell it.
What makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
The value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I've built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can.
They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're not talking about that. That's not the situation that that's not the conversation.
I won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man. But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive. All about picking her up. So every time you're saying something for a man,
bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back. The car you drive, your resume, your bank account is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of zero.
Well, if he's coming up to the sum of zero, then everybody else on that panel, you're all coming up to the sum of zero as well. What you may not have heard get slipped in there is that when he started talking about a man with a 6 figure and that sort of 6 foot 6 figure, and women have that choice, they were like, yes, they should. Go back and listen to it. They were in total agreement that a woman should have the ability to say that a high value man has 6 figures. And that is what a high value man is to a lot of women. It is not men who have determined what is a high value man, and it is not women who have determined what is a high value woman. It is the opposite. Men determine what is a high value woman, and women determine what is a high value man. Now, character should be, as they were saying, character should be the main thing that a person focuses on. But it's not. Let's be real. You know that it's not. The first thing you look at is whether or not he's attractive, whether or not he has income, whether or not he is making good decisions financially. That is the first thing. And then you think about, is he nurturing? Is he kind? Is he giving? Is he all these other things to which you will look at his character and decide that. And men, you look at a woman and say, is she fine? Is she peaceful? Does she give me some good poom poom? Those are the first thing you look at. And then you start thinking about, is she kind? Is she nurturing? Is she giving? Is she? All these other things that may go towards her character. You see, everybody on that panel is flawed. Because the main thing they fail to realize is that he's high value to a lot of women and to the majority of women. What they fail to realize is that single mothers are often not as high valued as a woman who does not have any children. A slim fit woman is more valued than an overweight woman. It's just the reality of it, because men decide what is of high value to them, and women get to decide what is of high value to them as well. So it goes even keel, but the problem is that these women think that they should have the right and the authority to determine what a man decides is high valued of himself, and then what is high valued of a woman. Because he's absolutely right. If it was a fat, ugly man sitting there, y'all would call him a fat, ugly man. You wouldn't say that he was valued, that he should be happy about whatever woman he can get. But if it's a fat, ugly woman sitting there, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You're body shaming. Every woman is beautiful. No. Just like every man is not handsome, every woman is not beautiful. Just like every man, just like you can body shame a man, you can body shame a woman. And it's not really body shaming. It's the mere fact that if I don't like a heavy-set woman, I just don't like a heavy-set woman. If I don't like a bone-skinny woman, I don't like a bone-skinny woman. If I don't like light-skinned, dark-skinned, white, Asian, whatever it is, then that's what I decide I don't like. That is the value that I have decided for myself of what is a high-valued woman. And just like every woman has the ability to decide what is a high-valued man. That whole argument is dumb to even have. Because at the end of the day, it is whatever the individual decides is of high value. There's a lot of women who think that these thug Negroes, because I don't use that word, I almost slipped, that these thug jokers are high valued. And there are a lot of men who think that these ghetto women are high valued. They're not at all. To a person like myself, a ghetto woman is not of high value to me. But to the next guy, she might be. So let them get together. You cannot determine who should be who with whom and what value another person should put on another person. You can have a value for yourself. You're more within your right to do so. I have a value for myself, and it's pretty damn high. I have my own standards for myself, and I have my own standards for anyone who's with me. I have standards for just being my friend. Most of the people in this world, you're just associates. I have very few friends because my standard for friendship is very high. So I can do that. And I had a gentleman who was pissed at me because I would not call him friend. And I owned a cigar lounge, and he thought simply because he comes to the lounge every day, sits with me every day, talks to me every day, that made him my friend. And I explained to him, we got to go through some stuff. We have to have a deeper connection. We have to know that if something goes down, that I got your back, you got my back. It takes a lot to become my friend. I have to be willing to let you into my house. I have to be able to trust you around my wife. I have to be able to trust you around my children in order for you to be my friend. Brandon, Troy, those are my friends. A lot of these other people, they're not my friends. You know, I got some people who are close to being friends, but they're working on it. They'll get there, but they're not quite there yet. But that's what it takes, and he was pissed. And I ain't seen him for like 4 or 5 months. I missed his patronage though. He spent about $900 a month at the shop. But at the end of the day, everybody gets to choose. No one can decide what's of high value and what's not. And those ladies was wrong to try to force their opinion onto this man. And in all honesty, the guy's right. If he values himself as high value, he's high value. If he determines that a woman who has a baby is not of high value to him, she's not. And there are a lot of men who think that way. Just like there are a lot of women who think that a man who makes 50, 60, 70,000 is not a high valued man. And they have that right to do so. But what do you guys think? What is a high valued man and what is a high valued woman? And should anybody be body shamed? So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.